Hey, what's up guys? So I've had this iPhone 11 Pro Max for just over a month now. As most of you know, I got it on launch day. So let's go ahead now guys and start my review of the all new iPhone 11 Pro Max. As you can see here guys, I got it in gold. Here's the box. Nice black box. If you guys want to see my unboxing video, I'll link it down below. And I'll also put it here on the cards. Okay. I got the 64 GB in this nice gold color. Alright, there's a box. Again, watch my unboxing video to see the contents inside of it. Alright, so here's the phone. Off the bat, this phone is so amazing. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to my review of the all-new iPhone 11 Pro Max. So therefore, this is not the 5.8-inch version. This is the 6.5-inch version, which is the largest version of the phone. So the price of this phone exactly, it was $10.99 US. This is the cheapest one of the Maxes, the 64 GB version. I didn't get AppleCare, as I thought I wouldn't need it anyway, so that's why I didn't buy it. So over this past month, how do I feel of the materials and the build of this phone? Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so shocked and amazed at how high quality this phone is and how everything is holding up with it. As you can see, there's not even a scratch on the phone or a dent or anything. And believe me, I've dropped this phone. You can see here from the glass screen protector, it's got a cracked line going this way. Thankfully, I've had that screen guard on there to prevent the actual screen from getting scratched and cracked. But it's amazing. I love the stainless steel band. It feels so grippy when you're holding the phone on the side like this. Very, very grippy. Doesn't want to come out of your hands when you're walking with it. No, not at all. I love it. As you know, this stainless steel band was introduced on the iPhone X. That's right, the iPhone 10. And therefore it was on the 10s and now the 11. And it's so amazing and it feels so luxurious and high quality. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's talk more about the band. On the side here, I have a volume rocker switch, on and off, for muting, okay. The volume buttons. Down here, I've got the microphone, lightning port, and speaker. On the side here, I have the SIM card tray, power button, alright, as well as some antenna lines. Got one there, one there, one there, one there, and one here. Down here and there. So I say about 6 lines. Alright. Guys, this matte texture on the back of the phone is such a joy. I absolutely love it. It's something so different than the iPhone 10 and 10s were. And I just love it so much. And I just love to see change basically. And new innovation and new design. This camera area here, I really love how they made it so different. From the matte finish, they made it a gloss finish. I love the contrast between the two glass areas of the single pane glass. It's so amazing. Oh my goodness. It definitely highlights and makes the cameras a lot more noticeable. Now you have the camera on a different looking glass than the actual back glass is. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Also, this area here doesn't get any fingerprints at all. But the Apple logo actually does get fingerprints. Because I'm there. That's a really good thing about this device. Apple must have had a lot of complaints about this, and therefore that's why they switched over to this new matte finish due to the fingerprints and I guess also scratching issues. Now back to the camera lenses. The camera lenses on this phone are pretty flush. They don't stick out too much like the iPhone XS did and 10, and they too feel very high quality, much like the band of the phone does. Amazing. I absolutely love it. Now you must run a case on this phone. I have mine right here. The cheap dollar case that I ordered off of eBay for $1 from China, obviously. The delivery time took about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so you need a case on this phone. Now prevent these camera rings and camera lenses from damaging when this phone gets dropped outside in the parking lot, on cement, or as well as the sidewalk. But I do definitely love the camera design. When the leaks started coming out a few months ago, and those renders, oh my goodness guys, I was like, yeah, I don't like these 3 big circles on my device. I wanted the big black glass with the tiny camera circles. That's what I wanted, but this design now, seeing it in person and owning it now for over a month, it has grown on me definitely, and now I absolutely love it. Whereas before I was like, I don't really like it. Whereas now I was like, oh my god, I absolutely love its design, and I'm so happy I went with the 11 Pro and not just the regular 11. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. Now I'm sure you've guys seen those memes online about this camera bump. Looks like a fidget spinner or like a stovetop. LOL, guys. LOL. I saw those memes online right when the iPhone 11 was announced officially, and oh my god, I was laughing just along with the rest of the world. But now getting the phone and seeing it in person, I'm not laughing so much anymore, and I actually kind of like it, and I think it looks very good and amazing. The quality of the camera bump is amazing, looks high quality and very luxurious, and how well these cameras perform and work kind of makes you forget about those memes, and therefore makes you happy you actually got the phone, rather than listening to those memes and not getting it. So therefore, I don't really care, nor should anyone else, that these cameras look like this, and I'm very happy they do. Because the bottom line is, the results are in the cameras themselves, and that's the only thing that should matter. So on the front and on the rear, this is Corning's Gorilla Glass. It's very tough stuff, but still, you must have a case for this phone in order to prevent any damage and therefore any heartache. I highly recommend a cell phone case, guys. Any kind of cell phone case. Heck, you can even order one for $1 like I did. The cheapest route of doing it. The thickness of the phone is 8.1 millimeters. It's not the thinnest phone out there, but heck, it's still pretty thin. These curved edges gives this phone a wonderful feeling in your hand, almost like no other. Obviously, it's exactly like the 10 and 10s, but you know what I'm saying. Yep, it's so comfortable having these round edges in the palm of your hand, instead of having, 9-degree edges and have it, basically stick in your hand. And there you go, guys. The phone's unlocked now. The display is a Super Retina XDR display. It's freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. It's absolutely a thrill to look at this phone all day, every day, and not have any problems with your eyes, with eye strain or eye sores. The actual OLED panel is from Samsung, and it's a very bright panel. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. I believe it's even more brighter than the iPhone XS was. Yeah. Let's put it up for you. That's as bright as it gets. It's around 800 nits, around there. Dolby Vision HDR10 support. It's got True Tone, Dark Mode. It's all here, guys, right in this phone. This is such a top-of-the-line display right here, guys. And guys, the text here is super sharp and amazing at over 400 pixels per inch, which means it's extremely sharp text. Video also looks extremely good. It's the iPhone 11 Pro commercial. If you go ahead and pinch into zoom, you can see the notch is still there, but the video does in fact fill the screen and looks amazing. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. But that's one component of the screen that seems to be a little bit outdated and kind of old, especially since the competition has, either no notch at all or a tiny little notch. So it's unfortunate. I guess you gotta live with it, basically, if you really want to get this phone. But what I've understood is that the majority of Apple iPhone consumers have just learned to live with it, don't really mind it too much, and basically just ignore that's even there. Yeah. So hopefully, that may not be a drawback for you. And guys, if you go here to accessibility settings, right here, and then display and text size, you actually have the ability to increase the contrast, to differentiate without color, to do color filters here as well. Okay, I'll show you them. There they are. To get more of a color that you like. Maybe you want the grayscale, maybe you want the red-green filter, maybe you want green-red filter, blue-yellow filter, or color tint. So overall, the display of this phone is absolutely fantastic and amazing. Oh my goodness, guys. This past month or so has been a blast, and I've loved every single second of it. I highly recommend it to everyone. Unless, of course, you're not a big fan of this notch up here. But if you don't care for it, then this display is definitely the one for you. So let's go ahead now and open up the phone. Talk about software now. The phone obviously came shipped with iOS 13.0. I'm sure you guys all know what the software is all about right now. They finally just introduced dark mode in iOS 13 and a few more other select cool features. If you've been following the iPhone for the past few years, you know the basic drill already. What I can discuss with you now here is that the performance of it. It's been performing amazingly right out of the box. Zero bugs. The only problems I've had with it is that some apps have not been updated to iOS 13 and therefore just basically not work at all or work somewhat and then just crash on me, rendering them useless anyways. One small thing also is that it was a little bit choppy in the beginning, but since updating to iOS 13.1, iOS 13.1.1 and whatnot, it's just been getting better and better and smoother and smoother. Oh my goodness, guys. The phone, though, is getting much better, software-wise, when iOS 13 keeps on receiving updates. For me so far, iOS 13, even the 0.0, has been a thrill and pure joy to use every day, day in and day out, 24/7 pretty much, except for the odd couple hours of sleep. The main thing I love about the software is a brand new dark mode option. You go ahead there, boom, dark mode, turn it on. There we go. It's amazing, I absolutely love it, and I'm so thrilled to keep using it every day. I absolutely love it, and I'm so thrilled to be using it every single day. However, in terms of the other features, you have to keep on remembering they're actually there. The voice control, the screen time usage, the all-new Reminders app. Of course, the camera now looks different here in the software for this phone. And yes, guys, I did take my very own Slowfie. That's right, slow motion selfie video right here in the backyard of my family's house. It was such an amazing moment and I absolutely loved and had fun doing it. So without further ado, let's roll the clip. Well, there you have it. I hope you guys had a good laugh and loved it just as much as I did. I did show that video around to my, friends and colleagues and whatnot, and every single person laughed out loud. LOL'd. I kid you not. They were so shocked and thrilled to see me in that Slowfie. It was just so hilarious and so wonderful at the same time. Of course, the camera looks different here in the software for this phone, iPhone 11 Pro Max. Just different software overall because of that all new camera setup. You go here, you can zoom in, you can zoom way out. Wonderful. In addition, if you swipe up right here, you can do 4x3 square, 4x3 again, and 16:9 now. So the camera software is indeed very different. Again, guys, the iOS 13 software was a bit buggy overall, but not so much. That was a big letdown. Actually, it was very good and very smooth. If you're going to be buying this phone, of course, you're most likely actually in the Apple ecosystem, and therefore, you don't have to worry about this phone being updated and future-proof. And it's going to be updated and future-proof for many years to come. So software, a big thumbs up for iPhone 11 Pro Max and iOS 13. Guys, when it comes to storage, let's go ahead and get in there. Show you guys. So guys, here I have 16.79 GB left. Alright. So far the phone saying 0 songs, 51 videos, 233 photos, 8 applications, and comes down to 16.79 GB. The storage on this phone does not deplete very fast. It's actually quite slow, and I'm very happy overall with the storage depletion rate and the storage capacity. Even though that's true, still the storage for the iPhone 11 Pro model is still very low and should definitely be double the size easily right from the get-go, the base model. So guys, if you would like a phone that would be pretty much storage proof, I'd go personally with the 256GB version, and yep, it should be good from there and pretty much future proof storage-wise. It's just too bad that the 256GB version is just an upsell and not the base model capacity. So guys, now the cameras. How many praises and good words can I say about the cameras? Each of the camera lenses, all three of them in the back here, are all 12 megapixels. The top one there in the left hand corner is a regular wide angle. The one on the right hand side, the lonely one, is the ultra wide angle. And the bottom one in the left hand side corner is the telephoto lens. And each of the lenses again are all 12 megapixels. And of course, have their own functions. You know, these cameras are one of the main sellers of this phone, as well as battery life and the A13 Bionic chip from Apple. So let's go ahead now, guys, into the camera app. So on the back we got photos here, portrait, pano. Okay, go backwards. We have video, slow-mo, time-lapse. Alright. Front-facing camera, time-lapse, slow-mo, video, photo, portrait, pano. Wonderful. It appears the pano is only for the rear-facing, not front-facing cameras. Alright. Perfect. So go ahead and go into your local Apple store and check this camera app out, and as well as its cameras. So here we have 1x, 2x, and 0.5 for the ultra wide. Wow, look at that. You could see so much landscape here in this 0.5x ultra wide angle lens. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. Simply amazing. There's a couple of key features of this phone for the iPhone 11 Pros is that there's a night mode feature. So at nighttime, on the top corner here, top left corner, you'll see a night mode, basically like setting, and in there you can turn it on or off. And when you have it on, oh my goodness, guys, oh my goodness, it's ever so amazing. I'll put a link down in the description of my night mode video. And if you upgrade it to iOS 13.2 and you have an iPhone 11 Pro or Pro Max, you have a thing called now Deep Fusion. And guys, the front camera has now 4K 60. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. Go ahead now and look at my sample photos and tell me in the comments, what do you think about this camera and this phone? So guys, the audio quality of the iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Oceanhorn 2 is a massive 20-hour action RPG from indie developer Cornfox and Brothers. Set 1,000 years before the events of the first game, it features a huge world to explore, giant bosses...
Alright guys, you should be able to hear that. It's pretty amazing and very good. There's dual speakers on this phone, top and bottom ones. I've seen reports online that the iPhone XS Max and XS were a tiny bit louder than this phone is, but I think it's about the same. I don't really hear that much, but people say they hear it by maybe a couple decibels or whatever. The average person, though, is not really going to be able to tell. Still, overall, it's pretty darn good. Of course, there's no headphone jack this year as well as previous years, unfortunately, guys. But if you got AirPods like I do, you're all set pretty much. No need for a headphone jack. And also to mention, there was actually no Apple dongle included in the box with this device. No dongle. So if you don't already have one, I guess you're going to buy one now from the Apple Store or Amazon, eBay, basically any online marketplace. You can get obviously the Apple original one, which is the best route, or you can get an aftermarket one. It's all up to you. But of course, there's Lightning earpods included in the box if you don't want to get or don't have any AirPods. So guys, that's about it for the audio. I absolutely love the audio on this phone, and I've used it now for over a month, like you know, and it was such an amazing experience every single time. Guys, the battery on this phone is absolutely super amazing, very, very Superman worthy. It's a Superman battery. Oh my goodness, guys, oh my goodness. I've gotten such good battery life on this phone this past month. It's absolutely bonkers. I charge this phone now once every 2 days. That's right, 2 days. Not once every day, once every 2 days. But I've yet to have gone once every 3 days. Doesn't seem to be so possible with this phone. It's only once every 2 days. That's obviously just for me. But if you use this phone pretty much the whole day, from morning to night, then yeah, you're going to have to charge it once a day. But because I don't use my phone at my workplace, my phone's basically off half the day. So half the day it's off, half the day it's on. So when it's on, it burns half the battery, and the next day again, the other half of the battery, then it's empty, it's gone. So you're gonna charge it. So I charge it once every 2 days. So battery life has been absolutely phenomenal and absolutely fabulous. I really, really love it. And the battery life of this 11 Pro Max is significantly better than the regular iPhone 11. So therefore, this year, the iPhone 11 is the worst of the 3 phones, whereas last year, the iPhone XR was the best out of the 3 phones. So this year they just flipped it on us. The smaller one, iPhone 11 Pro regular size, 5.8 inch, is still amazing on battery life. Just as much as this one is. This is a little better, but that phone is pretty good as well. My typical use day on this phone is obviously Safari for YouTube and web search. Alright, I also go into my Apple blogs for leaks and rumors. Alright. And I also edit on this phone with iMovie, and I create my thumbnail pictures mostly on Photoshop Mix by Adobe. I do a little bit of calling, a little bit of text messaging. I take a lot of photos and videos. I search the weather. I use the map sometimes when I have to go out driving somewhere. And I do some banking and online shopping through the apps. Daily, I end up finishing the day after having my phone charged in the morning at about 50%. Yeah. So therefore, this is a very, very strong battery life phone. I absolutely love it, guys. I absolutely love it. And there's just something about loving the fact that you have an awesome battery life and a humongous screen right on your phone where you can play your games and watch all of your favorite YouTube channels, most of which are from this channel. Well, there you have it, guys. The iPhone 11 Pro Max, 1 month later. I absolutely love it. I don't want to return it, nor sell it to anyone else, or give it away for that matter. I'm going to be holding onto this phone throughout the entire year. Oh yes, guys. Oh yes. I absolutely love it. I hope the phone doesn't give me any issues. So far, it's been glitch-free and no problems. I've never even had one visit to the Apple Store for a software-related issue, nor a hardware. So I highly recommend the phone. Go ahead, out now, to your local Apple Store or local carrier store. Take a look at the phone, and if you really, really like it, almost as much as I have, go ahead and feel free to purchase it. I guarantee you, you're not going to regret a second of it. Yeah, guys, it's that good. You get a big powerhouse with the A13 Bionic chip. You get amazing cameras. You've got the wide-angle camera, the ultra-wide-angle camera, and the telephoto one as well. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. You can even start your own YouTube channel just by buying this phone and using it to record videos off of it. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. It's such a wonderful camera system. and I do believe it somewhat deserves the Pro name. Not, you know, completely, but I'd say at least 25% it deserves it. Not the whole 100%, but maybe 25 or a little bit more than that. So I am happy they called it iPhone 11 Pro, but not extremely happy. Just a tiny bit. It's like, you know, oh, iPhone 11 Pro, yeah, you know, it's okay. Not a bad name. I agree with it a little bit. Yeah. But one thing's for sure, either calling this phone a Pro or not a Pro doesn't really matter, because the bottom line is that these cameras are absolutely fantastic and so amazing, and they do help the statement of the best phone you have is always in your pocket actually come true and actually be real. You're getting quality that actually rivals DSLRs and point-and-shoot cameras. In some cases, maybe even doing better than them, especially with all that software camera processing. And it only just got better now that they introduced Deep Fusion in that iOS 13.2 update. The versatility of having the super wide camera angle as well as the other two ones is so fantastic and so useful. When you don't have to move from where you're standing to take a video or a picture, it makes a whole world of difference, especially when you have subjects that move and your window of when that photo or video are available to be taken is very small. Trust me, you're going to be very happy that you now have that super wide angle and you're able to take a lot more pictures and videos that you would have missed otherwise if you had to back up to a different position. You're going to be so happy of the good quality, battery life, the amount of it, and the slow burn rate of it. Just trust me, it's absolutely fantastic. It is a very high-end feeling phone, ultra classy, ultra chic, ultra luxurious. Overall, the pros of this phone greatly outweigh the cons of this phone. Again, it might not be a major exterior change over last year's XS Max, but it's a change nonetheless, and a good one at that in my books. Nothing too revolutionary, but it's the best iPhone yet, and that statement is 100% true and accurate. And therefore, that's more than enough to actually go ahead and recommend this phone to everyone out there who might be considering it, and also comparing it to other phones like Samsung, Google Pixels, and whatnot. Go ahead, buy this phone. You won't be let down or upset. Let me tell you guys, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So, what are your thoughts of the iPhone 11 Pro Max? Are you picking one up? Are you going to get the regular Pro size one, the 5.8-inch small one? Or are you going to get the regular 11? Please put your comments below. I want to read them. Right now, there's a good deal on the iPhone XR from last year, so that's another alternative. But if you want the latest and greatest, go ahead and get yourself an iPhone 11 Pro Max. You won't be unhappy you did. Thank you very much for watching. This effectively ends the video. This is Mr. 2002. Take care. Have a good day. Please drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on the next upload.